This is for Year 11 methods. We're going to look at question 11 from the tech-free section of the chapter review. Okay, so we've got a scenario where we have a rope which is 205 meters in total length, and it's cut into 10 pieces of one length and 5 pieces of another length. The total length of 3 of the first 10 lengths exceeds that of the 2 of the second length by 2. So find the lengths of the pieces. Okay, so there's a lot of information there, and I think it is a confusing question, but we can break this down. So if I were to look at the first part only, I can actually form an equation from that line. Okay, so we have a rope. I'm going to diagrammatically draw the rope. So we've got a rope, and it's 205 meters. Okay, now it's separated into 10 pieces of one length and 5 pieces of another. Okay, so 10 pieces are exactly the same length. So I'm just going to break this down to 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and we've got 5 pieces of another length. So I'm going to call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to call these lengths x's. So we've got 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to call the other 5 pieces y's. So I'm going to call y, 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 y. Because they're unknown to us, that's why we're calling them x and y's, okay? So we know that we can form an equation here. We know that the lengths add up to 205. So in terms of x and y's, we know that 10 of the x's, okay, so 10 of the x's, if we add it to 5 of the y's, 5 of the other length, we get a total of 205, okay? So this forms my first equation, okay? We've also got another piece of information, which is the second line. The total length of 3 of the first 10 lengths exceeds that of 2 of the second lengths by 2. Okay, so let's interpret this. So let's read the first part. The total length of 3 of the first 10 lengths. 3 of the first means 3 of the x's. So it's referring to 3x here. Exceeds that of 2 of the second lengths. So 2 of the second lengths means 2y. Okay. Now this is 2 more than this. Okay. 2 more than this. Okay. So this is 2 more than this. So if I put an equal sign between them, if I were to make this balanced, since this is 2 meters longer, in order to make it equal, then I have to add 2 here. Okay, so it's a bit tricky. You need to sort of understand what we're trying to do here. So once we form the two equations, equation 1, equation 2, you can solve these equations simultaneously. Now, because the numbers are relatively large, I would elect to use the CAS calculator for this. So if on your CAS calculator you're going to solve this simultaneously, you're going to enter 10x plus 5y equals 205 and 3x equals 2y plus 2. Solve for x and y, and your x and y are the actual lengths of each of the pieces. Okay, so you can find out what the lengths are. Okay, so I'll leave that to you to calculate. So but the tricky part was simply to draw a diagram, specify what you're going to let equal x, what you're going to let equal y. So x would be your lengths, individual lengths for the 10 pieces, and your y will be the individual lengths for your 5 pieces. Okay, so hopefully that helps.